Oh, what is this? Do I have light? I have light. Wow. It is very bright in here. I know. I haven't had light since my DC Fandom video. So yeah, that's new. Anyway, my name is Mr. J3T, aka Big Sexy, aka Chocolate Thunder with a caramel swirl, aka Black Lightning with a peanut butter filling, aka the Man of the Century, aka your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, aka the Houdini of Sexy, aka, aka let's see, the Kentucky Cannon, aka what should I be called today? What shall I be called? What should I be called? The Sunday Night Delight. Yeah, the Sunday Night Delight. Yes. Uh, or I guess I should say the weekend night. The weekend night's delight, because I occasionally upload on Saturdays, but I switched over to Sundays. Uh, but yeah, Sunday Night Delight, because that rolls off the tongue better. I talk about video games, movies, cartoons, anime, all that good stuff. And today we're actually going to be talking about a little show called Ed, Ed, and Eddy. So, Ed, Ed, and Eddy was a show that was in the late 2000s, not the late 2000s, in the 2000s, in that area, in that era. And it premiered on Cartoon Network, and it was one of their best shows. I was personally a fan of it. Uh, I don't know. I think I remember my mom saying that she didn't like the show. I think I remember her saying that. I'm gonna have to confirm that when this video is over. But yes, it ended like I forget when it ended. I want to say 2007, 2006, like somewhere in like the late 2000s is where it ended. I want to say that, but I don't know. I didn't look up when it ended, but we know that it ended, and the show basically was about these three kids, Ed, Ed and Eddy. All of them get it. All their names are like Ed, start with Ed, and they would do schemes. They would try and scam the other kids of their cul-de-sac, and to get jawbreakers, basically. Uh, with Eddy being like the ringleader, Double D being the smart one, and Ed being the dumb one. Side note, I would have worn my Ed and Eddy shirt, but I already wore it in a past video. But this one's cool too. See? We still got Eddy, Double D, Ed. We still got the crew. We still got the trio. They're just surrounded by other people. Oh, yeah. We also got Jimmy here too. So that's fun. Uh, I really need a Nickelodeon version of this shirt with all the Nickelodeon characters. I need a Nickelodeon version. That would be sick. But enough about my awesome shirt. We're here to talk about Ed and Eddy. So, when I was at work, I was on my break, right? I was scrolling through YouTube, and I found a little channel called Peach Creek, which is the name of the neighborhood where Ed and Eddy lives at. And I it piqued my interest because I watched Ed and Eddy. I like Ed and Eddy. So I clicked on the channel just to find out that it's an unofficial sequel series to the original series. Now, whenever I hear unofficial in a name, that turns me off immediately because it's not the official thing. The creators Like, the original creators of that thing are not involved in this, so it immediately turns me off. I immediately don't want to watch it. I don't want to get involved in this, which is one of the reasons why I didn't. I'm not interested in like another fan made project. Uh, it's it's the sequel to Avatar: The Legend of Korra. I'm not interested in that because it's not the original thing. But since it's Ed and Eddy, I wanted to give it a chance. So I go to their channel. They have a teaser trailer and a little clip. So so I watched the teaser trailer, and surprisingly, it actually captures the feel of the original show. Like, these guys really did their research. It captures the feel of like the original show. It captures the atmosphere. We see that Ed and Eddy are older. Ed, Eddy, Double D, and Ed. We see that they're older now. They're in high school, and they're worried that their childhood friendship isn't gonna last. So that's the plot of this fan made thing. I want to reiterate, this is fan made. Nah, this isn't. The original creators aren't involved with this. It's fan made. So that's the plot. So it features the trailer features the gang, Ed, Double D, and Eddy. They're fixing an old van that they used to hang out in the original show. They actually fixed it up, and now it's working and driving. And we didn't get to see much. We didn't even get to see their faces. We got to see a shot of them just walking off into the distance. But it really captured that feel. And the teaser, the scene that I watched afterwards, did more to establish that feel, because this scene takes place with the Kanker sisters. If you didn't know, the Kanker sisters are how do I put this? How do I describe the Kanker sisters? They're not uh, Ed, Eddy's, and Double D's. They aren't their love interests. Uh, Actually, I know how to describe them. They're obsessed with the Eds. Yeah, they're like straight up obsessed. Like, they will pounce on them any chance that they get. So we see them, they're older too, and we see Marie taking, who Marie being the name of one of the Kanker sisters. Uh, she takes a little cake that was saved for Lee, who I'm assuming is the oldest Kanker sister. Lee finds out and gets on Marie's ass about it. And in a moment that's ripped straight out the original show, Lee just tosses Marie across the room, like just yeeted her across the room, which that was taken straight out of the original show. So that was great. Also, which I'm pleasantly surprised, they also cuss. So there's going to be some cursing in this little series, which I'm all for. So this uh the little snippets that we've seen, it looks like it's going to capture the show's feel, but it's also going to be doing its own thing. Like, obviously with the cussing. So uh it looks like it's still going to have that Ed, Ed and Eddy charm, but in a more adult way. Uh, which I think it's great, you know. The original show, even though it had some adult jokes, it was more steered towards kids, kinda. But this one, it's more of an adult take, and I'm just glad that they didn't Riverdale this, where they turned this dark and glooming mess. I'm glad that it still has that Ed, Edd and Eddy charm. It still has that slapstick humor. It still has like the essence of Ed, Edd and Eddy in it, while also doing its own thing in the process. So I'm happy about that. This is like the first fan made thing that I'm actually interested in and watching. I'm actually interested in watching it. I don't know when a full episode's coming out, but I do know that I'm going to continue supporting this. I want to see where this goes because I'm invested in this. I loved Ed and Eddy, and this just seems interesting, and I felt like sharing this with all of you on this beautiful night. So I'll be leaving the channel in the description if you guys want to check it out yourselves. It's just called Peach Creek. The channel is just called Peach Creek. So I'll be linking their channel in the description. So if you guys are interested in checking this out, because I highly recommend it. You know, it seems like it's going to be a good series, and plus you'll be supporting this small team who's developing it. So yes, I also want to reiterate. I want to reiterate this. This is not like an official sequel. This is just fan made. Although I wish it was, because a show like this would be perfect for Adult Swim, wouldn't it? This would be great for Adult Swim. And plus, I'm grown now. I can watch Adult Swim. So, yes, this show would fit perfectly into Adult Swim. It would, like when Samurai Jack came back and it was on Adult Swim. So, yes, I wish it was, but it looks good so far. There's no official episodes. They're only teasers. But then again, I'm leaving the channel in the description, so go check it out. But yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to give your attention to that. Bring this up to all of your beautiful faces out there. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. But if you really, I'm saying if you really like me, consider subscribing and turn on that bell so you always know when I upload, because it's free. It's free. Deuces.